We are live. Oh, hello, everybody. Yes, it's Tuesday night. It is now 7 o'clock, and the time has changed for Tuesday Night Live. We are doing it at 7 o'clock p.m. Arizona time. That's right. We have a lot to talk about today. A lot of things have happened, not only in my life, but others that are affected, and we're going to get into that. But before we go, I'll wait till everybody gets onto the stream, and let's go ahead and just start the intro, and we'll get into that. So, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road, back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Woo! We got a lot to talk about today, and there's a lot to discuss on this uh, live stream today. Now, as you know, I try every day to get, every Tuesday to go Tuesday Night Live, and I try not to miss it. Yeah, this was a debate that I was debating for whether or not to go live today or not because certain circumstances that have happened in my life that has affect others and others and others. Let's see. Yes, Daryl. No, thanks for being a friend. I see your smile cracking. You can't hide it. I suggest you answer the fans immediately. Yes, I'm going to answer the fans' questions immediately. I should have a girly Rose popping in here anytime soon. So I know she just called me, so I know she's watching. So, anyways, and the rest of the guys in the chat, I know you guys are watching too. A lot of talk about, and like I was saying before, I was debating whether or not to do the Tuesday Night Live, and I was gonna wait until after everything was, I should say, put to rest. And I'll explain that in a few. But I think I owe it. The show is called "It's My Life" with Mikey, and anything that affects my life, I want everybody to know, and I think it's the uh, uh, right thing to do. You know, if it's either a vacation or something that's gone in my life, either happiness or tragedy or whatever, I decided to do this YouTube, for that reason to put not only myself out there and educate people, but you never know what happens. Something that happened in my life could be happening in yours. And if I don't explain what's going on in my life, how can it help you? And there's a lot of people out there that are probably going through the same situation. So, anyways, but we are going to talk about because we have a lot to talk about since Christmas. It's like I haven't seen you guys. I haven't talked to you guys. I haven't, you know, gone and spoke on YouTube for a while. First of all, let's just get into the kudos and thank yous first. The kudos and thank yous. As of today, I just want to say thank you very much because I have pretty much reached 200 likes on my TikTok account that just started recently. I have 200 likes from 200 people that like my content on TikTok. So that is an incredible accomplishment we're about to hit about I think we're about to hit that mark, you know, the first goal that I set out for TikTok. I wanted to beat six. I wanted to get to 100 subscribers in less than 6 months, which I'm just about to hit shortly. So within probably this week, it'll happen. But as far as the likes are concerned, thank you all to TikTok fans out there who follow me. You have reached my goal of 200 likes in less than 6 months on TikTok. That is incredible. YouTube is over almost 2K of views and all the content that I put out there, and it's just amazing what people are watching and doing and saying and everything out, and I really appreciate all the views that people have seen on my YouTube page, all the people who commented on TikTok and gave me a like and everything else, and all those who follow me on TikTok. I really appreciate it. And YouTube and all that. I give you thank you. I couldn't do this without your support and everything else that you guys do. So thank you very much. And that's my kudos and thank you. Wow, what a vacation. What a vacation. It was an incredible vacation that I probably will never ever forget. Hello, girly Rose. It's about time you're on here. I'm waiting for you. You know, um, what a vacation. Just to get everybody recapped, I wasn't going to plan on doing Tuesday Night Live due to circumstances that involved something that tragically happened in the life of mine, but I decided that it is my life and this is what the show is all about. So I'm going to explain the tragedy, the loss that I've had in my life. And we're not going to get into detail, but I am going to explain what that life meant to me personally, and a reason why I wanted to put things on hiatus. But let's talk about first the good things is vacation is over, Christmas is done. Little man, I say hi to. Hello, little man. Hi, man. Anyway, so it's amazing, and awesome. I just want to say that, and it was a great experience for vacation. We started off the vacation going to Kingman, Arizona. I experienced a lot of things in Kingman. I like history. For some reason, I love history in high school. I love history, and there was a lot of history in Kingman. A lot of history that I learned just a little bit. I would like to go back there again and just take a look at some of the explore some of the history, and museums and stuff they had there, which was really awesome, and we had Christmas dinner at my roommate's son's house, which I have to admit, he made the probably one of the best smoked hams around in Turkey. Oh my God, it was so much food, got full, and it was a great Christmas, to see his kids open up the presents that they got. And, it was awesome to see the kids smile. It kind of reminded me back in my days where I was a kid and I was opening presents and I got this and I got that and I got this and that. And it was cool, to see, look what Santa got me, and it was a good experience. It just brought back a lot of memories. But we spent the most of the day, half a day, over in Kingman on Christmas, and then that afternoon we headed down to Laughlin, Nevada. We were in Laughlin for a couple of days, Christmas and Sunday. We were there at Laughlin, just experiencing the Harris Hotel there in Laughlin. It was a great experience. We watched some of the football games there and everything else. And we got to have a nice river view of the river right there, which I have pictures, which I'll explain why we are running behind on the pictures and the video coming up. But I promise you that all of this will be taken care of as soon as this whole thing is over, which I will explain getting toward the end of the live stream. But we're going to talk about the exciting things that have been going on. And so, anyways, we went to Laughlin, had a really great time in Laughlin, Nevada. Another historic place right there. We're on the Nevada side. The Colorado River was right there. Awesome view of the river and everything else. It was low because it was wintertime, and it was awfully cold, so you couldn't go swimming or jump in the river or anything like that. But, just to be there to see the river and everything else, we ate this wonderful buffet place, Don Laughlin's buffet in the casino down there. It had a really good Sunday brunch and everything else was really cool. Monday, we stayed there till Sunday and headed out Monday morning. And we headed down to what I like to call the adult Disneyland, which was Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, I took a trip in a VK to Las Vegas, Nevada. We stayed at the Palazzo Hotel and Casino. If you don't know, the Palazzo is a sister resort hotel to the Venetian. The Venetian is one of the biggest hotels resort there in Las Vegas. It has a real life Italian gondola canal there where you can ride the canals and everything else. And we just stayed at the Palazzo, which was an exotic resort. The room was fabulous. It had a sunken living room. It had a great view. It had, the beds were like just felt like feathers and everything else. It was just so amazing and so everything else. It was just really to just feel that experience of being in a resort kind of atmosphere like that, and it was totally awesome. It really was. I'm, just the atmosphere, the aura of the resort hotel there. We were on the 22nd floor of the Palazzo. The 23rd floor was reserved for the prestige level customers. Okay, that was the 23rd floor. We were on the 22nd, which was basically the very, very top of the hotel. So to get in the elevator, we had to go up 22nd floors just to get to our floor. And the view was just fabulous, but it was really high. And I was like, wow, we were literally on top of the whole Palazzo resort. And we had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday there, and we did everything that we could fit into that time frame. It was incredible. We explored the Palazzo Resort mall area, which, like I said, had the gondola rides. It had the gondolas. It had the beautiful scenery. I mean, you literally could get lost in there if you don't know where you're going. So, luckily, we didn't get lost, but you could get lost in there and everything. But it was really great. We had a wonderful time we went to this place called Five Below Zero, and I'll have some content and video coming out on that. It's hard to stream and it was hard to get video because of the internet was kind of being blocked in because you couldn't get really good internet reception in the ice house. Because what it is, it's basically Five Below Zero is you go inside and they give you this big old parka jacket. They give you this big old parka hat. So I look like a Mexican big chubby Eskimo, that was going into this big ice room, and everything in the room was made of ice. I kid you not. The bar was made out of ice. The tables were made out of ice. The chairs were made out of ice. I mean, you could sit. They had like little fur rugs that you could sit on in the chair, so you wouldn't get your pants wet or whatever. But they had all the decorations were made out of ice. It was literally freezing cold in there. And the glasses were made out of ice, and you could order drinks, and they didn't put no ice in the drinks because the glass was made out of ice, and it was cold enough. And let me tell you something. It was a remarkable experience that I probably would never forget. The great time and just the atmosphere and the people in there. They had the music going. It was like a ice room nightclub in there. And we really couldn't stay in there long because it was cold. I mean, it was really, really cold in there. And they have to have it because they had all this everything made out of ice. But we really enjoyed it. I had a really good time in there, and so did my roommate. And he took a bunch of pictures and everything. Luckily, I have some that he sent me, and I'm gonna throw those on my TikTok, Instagram account, so you can check it out on the Instagram and TikTok. Some of the pictures from the Ice House and some of the pictures from Vegas. Now, I do have some video vlogs that I vlogged from Vegas that I'll be going through after this weekend, um, and I'll explain the reason why in a few. But so we went to the Ice House, and this was on a Tuesday. And then we had Monday. We got there kind of early before the hotel opened, and we got hungry. So we decided to go, and we watch a lot of YouTube videos on Las Vegas and where to go and where to eat and stuff. So believe it or not, we ate Monday for lunch, which was we had like I had breakfast that day because you could order breakfast all day, but we ate at the world famous Pepper Mill. And that's my roommate. That's her roommate, and that's me. And this is the courtesy picture they gave us from the Pepper Mill. Okay, and we ate at the Pepper Mill. This is the world famous Pepper Mill. It's open 24 hours in Las Vegas. Okay, and they have some of the best food there. They had like nachos that were going all over the place, like a big heaping bowl of nachos there. I got the chicken fried steak with eggs because I had breakfast and everything. And let me tell you something, that was really good. I did get full from that, but it was really, really good. Now, we didn't have no reservations because they didn't take no reservations. We waited there for like what it seemed like forever, but I think it was like an hour, hour and a half, 45 minutes. It was 45 minutes, hour, hour and a half. It was a long wait because that's how I mean the line was long. People were in line waiting, but they never left. They stayed there and waited out the time because the food was really good. You know, a little pricey, but the food was really good. And the atmosphere and a lot of celebrities have eaten there, and it's been there for a while. And actually, this was, I believe, in some of the movies like Casino. I believe Casino was that was they were used this place for that. So I mean, it was awesome. So if you check out the Pepper Mill, and they do give you this for free. You can buy pictures there, but they give you this for free. And but the food was really good, and we really enjoyed it. And that was Monday. We went there Monday and had that. We had the Pepper Mill on Monday, which was awesome. Then of course Tuesday I went to the Ice House in Las Vegas. Like I said, it was just incredible. Everything made out of ice. And then, of course, we did our walking around, went here, went there, went to different hotels, went to Treasure Island, saw the Mirage, saw the Bellagio fountains. I think Tuesday morning we had breakfast over at the Bellagio Hotel. The Bellagio was awesome, you know. So we had a really good time at the Bellagio. And they had a brunch there at the Bellagio, and they had different kinds of meats and vegetables, and it was like really cool to have experienced that thing, that meal at the Bellagio. And like I said, we were near Planet Hollywood, Miracle Mile, but I think Wednesday was the highlight of all highlights. Wednesday was the highlight of all highlights, okay? Because Wednesday night, I have conquered my fear of heights because I was 500 and 42 feet, 52 feet in the air in what was called the high roller. Okay. And in this high roller, okay, you got into this like Ferris wheel and it was enclosed. Okay. And we got tickets to the high roller. We got to the one where it was the all you can drink high roller area, and that was special tickets for that. And basically, you can drink as much as you can in 30 minutes, as it takes 30 minutes to go all the way around. And they had a really, I had to give. I hope she's watching because I gave them my YouTube page. I hope they're watching. But first of all, I want to give kudos out to I think it was Cheryl, you know, Southside Gangster. Is that right? Is it Cheryl? Cheryl, who was our bartender. Let me tell you something. She made that whole experience incredible. Okay, you could not have a better bartender than Cheryl. She brought liveliness into the little bunch of people that were in that little cabin serving those drinks and everything else. And she just made time fly so fast. The way she made those drinks and the way she just presented herself and friendliness and jokes and everything else that can possibly. She made that time in there. I made a I made a couple of friends there in the High Roller that I was talking to. They were staying at the Links Hotel, and we had a good time just talking and everything. And we were passing the drinks back and forth and everything else. And then as we were traveling up, you can keep track of how far you were in the on the screen. You know, it shows you what it looks like outside, and you can keep track. And you could Cheryl gave everybody a shot of whatever as we counted down the new year and and as we reached the top because she called it the new year top. So we counted down and then we were directly it stopped and we were like 552 feet in the air in our cabin looking all over Nevada in Las Vegas. And I do actually have footage of that and I will post it because it's incredible. I made sure I got footage of that. It might not be that long, but it's going to be added into the whole entire movie that I'm going to put together. And it was an incredible, incredible experience being up there that high and then all of a sudden coming all the way down to the back down to the floor again. So I mean, it was incredible. Whew, man. But that was one of the best times I had there. And then of course we ate at a place called Nacho Daddy. We had some of the best nachos. I had an enchilada nacho, which was really good nacho place. And I love nachos, I really love nachos, especially when it's homemade or really good nachos. I love nachos, and we had some nice nachos there with some drinks and everything else at a place called Nacho Daddy. Thumbs up to Nacho Daddy in Las Vegas. I wanted to eat at a place called Taco Gordos. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance because the line was so super long. But it's one of the best taco places to eat in Las Vegas. I'm talking like your carne asada tacos and stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to eat there, but maybe somewhere down the future I'll be able to go experience that Taco Gordos in Las Vegas. But like I said, I did eat at Nacho Daddy, and I can tell you right now, if you're in Vegas, they're right by. If you go down to the Links area, Miracle Mile area, down in that area, you can find Nacho Daddy in there. And I suggest make reservations or just go in there and get yourself a table if you want to eat some really good nachos or they had some other things in there, but they're more famous for their nachos and their margaritas, and they have like tons and tons of margaritas there. But I had a iced tea during that time because I knew I was going to be going up on the wheel, and I didn't want to upchuck before I even got into the high roller wheel. So, anyways, but if you're in Las Vegas, check out Nacho Daddy. Check out the high roller in the links. Check out the Ice House, Five Below Zero. I call it. It's Five Below Zero. It's in the Venetian Resort in the mall area. And if you're ever staying, I want to say kudos to Priceline.com for one of the best deals that I got. It was basically like 6 months in the making to planning this trip, but we got a great deal on Priceline.com, and we were able to stay able at the Venetian for a real cheap price, and it was worth the price that was paid. It was worth the experience. I personally had a good time. My roommate had a good time. We kept ourselves busy the whole entire time there, and like I said, 3 days went by quick. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday went by fast. And before you know it, Thursday rolled around and we're heading home. But there's really a lot more to see in Vegas, and we just couldn't fit it all in the time we were there. You really have to spend like a week there in Vegas just to experience everything and see everything and do everything. But we managed to get the little hot spots that we could get, and videotape them and take pictures and everything else. So we were fortunate to do that. But if there ever comes a time that go back again, there's just still a lot more to see. That Vegas is huge, really, really huge place. And let me tell you, there's a lot of things to do there, a lot of things. And so just if you're ever planning a trip to Vegas, make sure you plan it right. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you watch a lot of YouTube videos. Make sure you know what to hit, what not to hit, and where to make the reservation at. Check out Priceline.com for some of the cheap prices they have. You know, and I suggest that you make reservations early. If you make reservations early, then you could get a good price on what you're paying for. And the question, now stands is, we conquered Las Vegas. We've done Vegas. It was a great experience. It was a vacation that was coming, and now the question is, what does it do next vacation? Well, who knows? We have to see what's coming up in the future. We don't know yet, but I guarantee you, as soon as I know what's coming up in the future, you'll know because it's affecting my life, and what affects my life affects your life because this is my life with Mikey, and you are part of my life. So I just want to let everybody know that you are part of my life, and whatever affects me affects you. So I just want to say that part. But let me tell you something. Vegas was just remarkable fun experience, and I can't, I can't wait to see what's next. Um, so first of all, I just want to again apologize for the non-advertisement of the live stream tonight. I know we don't usually go on until 9 o'clock at night, but they changed my roommate's hours, so now I have the time in the evening now to go live at 7 o'clock. you know, uh, Decent time when everybody is still awake, and instead of 9 o'clock when people are half awake and asleep. So, anyways, so this will be the Tuesday night where we're doing it here at 7 o'clock, and I just sorry for the sudden burst into like it's like breaking down a door saying, "Hi, we're here. Hi, we're live." But I couldn't pass up a Tuesday night live. No matter how long it's going to be, and I promise you, it's not going to be a very long stream. So let's see what's been else has been going on. So vacation was great. New Year's, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope everybody got what they wanted, and I hope everybody celebrated a safe and happy New Year. So we are on the year 2022 finally. Wow, you know, I cannot believe that here we are, 2022. There's so much things that happened in my life, since I was born, and the year I was born to now in 2022. A lot of things, and I just can't believe that we made it, that I've made it this far. Thank God, that He's given me the strength and everything to make it this far, in my life, and and doing what I'm doing. Wow, this is just an incredible experience. I look back at some of the things that I did in my life, and I mean, it's incredible. It really is. And here we are, 2022, and what's gonna go on this year. What do we have planned? Well, first of all, we've got this channel that we're doing. So we've got a lot of things coming up soon for the channel. And we have some highs and lows already. This new year has started with a lot of highs and lows, in my life. And well, let's go ahead and get started and talk about it now because I might as well just get it off my chest and everything else like that. First of all, I just want to say, uh, I did go to church this last Sunday, which was awesome church service. Pastor Jerry Servaccio did a great sermon that hit really close to, that when God says that's meant for you, that sermon, well, he just like lightning goes boom, yeah, it's meant for you. Anyways, so but I went to church, Redeemed Outreach Center Church, and thank you to the lovely ladies of Redeem for coming to pick me up at my house and take me to church. I really appreciate the time and the effort they took out of their schedule to come this way. Thanks to Richard and Shane and Pastor Jerry for arranging that. I do really appreciate it. And I really had a good time at church. I got to sit next to my friend Alex, and we talked for a little bit. And as you know, Alex is a disabled person who cannot see. He's one of my really best friends, and we do talk a lot, and I was happy to hear him, and he's doing well. And he had a really great Christmas and everything else. And so I sat next to him during the church service, and we ate together there. And had some really good spaghetti they served and everything else. But went to church, had a really good time. Saw a lot of people there, a lot of new faces, from the church that I don't have not seen, and a lot of old faces that I have seen that are just they're there and they're still there, and amen to that. They're still doing what they need to do. So it was awesome experience, and it was a great opportunity for me, and uh, got back in a little swing of things with the car wash we had on Saturday, and I'll explain that, coming up right now. So I hope, like I said, I hope all your New Year's went very well. And I'm gonna turn this back because let me tell you, I'm in my little serious mode. I don't know really how to come out and say this, but I hope all you had a very happy New Year and enjoyed time with their family. Like I said, I really enjoyed time with my friends and did had a great time in Las Vegas. And my New Year went well here. I was back home on the 30th of January. Celebrated New Year's on the 1st of January here and rung in the New Year. And that was the first. But on January 2nd, I got a phone call early in the morning from one of my friends telling me that my very good best friend, in who is not only a brother from another mother, who I've known for a very long time, and who I've known through Redeemed Church, and we've actually pretty bonded heavily in Redeemed Church, and we became really good friends in Redeemed Church. Um, Passed away on January 2nd. I'm not going to get into any kind of details or whatever. Just his, my really good friend Christopher Ramirez passed away on January 2nd of just the day after New Year's. They found him. It's hard because it was a shock to me because I just talked to him, before I went on vacation. He was taking care of the house here, making sure the studio wasn't, touched or whatever, and our equipment was still here that we left. Uh, and we also talked to him on the way to Prescott when he was going to go see his family, and we were headed to Kingman. And I joked around with him, telling him that, "Are you following us?" He says, "Yeah, I'm right behind you." And it was I was like, "What?" um, he was a really good friend, a really best friend, and a brother that I really truly cherished in my heart. He would always call me when he needed somebody to talk to. If it was either late at night when he got home and he was bored, he would call me at midnight because he knew I would stay up late because I can't sleep. And, and we would talk for an hour, sometimes more, sometimes less. We did pretty much We went to the movies, went out to a lot of places to eat. He was loved by a lot of people in this city, and a lot of people knew who he was. He was a very hard worker at the work that he did, and he told me, "I'm known at work as pastry hands," and he kind of explained that, but it was funny. And but he everything he put his effort to, he did it with 100%, and he loved a lot of people. He did a lot for the church. If there was a homeless man there, he would make sure stop and give him water, or he would go back and give him a food or something. But he loved to do. He had God. He had love and God in his heart. And he liked to show that. And on January 2nd, it was the hardest thing to hear. Um, I pretty much dropped everything, and it was in fact, that day I was getting ready, and I was pretty much ready, set up to start working on the editing of the Las Vegas video that day when I heard the announcement, and I dropped everything, and I set the video editing aside, and I told myself now's not the time to work on this. Now's the time to just get your head together, Mikey, and figure out what's going on, and what's going on and everything like this. And I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. That's how much close he was to me. His birthday was in February. My birthday was in February. We just talked about spending the birthdays together and combining them and doing something together, as a team, and just doing something fun for our birthdays. And we were planning that. And it was something that he was actually looking forward to, and I was looking forward to because this is the first time that we did this, and it was hard. It was it was very hard, and I didn't really want to accept it. I didn't want to believe it, but as the hours progressed and everything was confirmed and everything, it just hit me really hard, and I was pretty much in a depression mode for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I didn't really start getting out of it till maybe Thursday when I had to really focus on everything and realize that he would not want me to be in a depressed mode and not to worry about him because I know that he's being taken care of and he is where he's supposed to be in heaven, and God's watching over him and taking care of him now, and he's watching over us and taking care of us. So I had to snap out of it, which I did. And we did a memorial car wash for him and his family, raised money last Saturday, for that, to help pay for the funeral costs and everything, which is awesome because the church is taking care of a lot of things of that. And because he was part of this family, and he was a family, and we will never forget him, and the things that he did for Redeemed Church. How does it affect me in my life? Well, it took a big chunk of me. I've lost a lot of people in my life. I've lost family members. I've lost a lot of family members, aunts, uncles, a mom, a dad. I lost a lot of friends in my life, and I lost, Christopher, and like I said, it's still the big thing is coming up. And it's this Saturday, and I think it's the Let me check my Saturday the 15th. I think that's what it says. I think it's Saturday. Let me check. This is the 11th. Wednesday is the 12th. Thursday is the 13th. Friday 14th. Yeah, Saturday the 15th. January 15th at 11 o'clock is going to be the service for Chris Ramirez over at Redeemed Outreach Center, 3401 West Thomas. And this is the celebration of life and the kind of closure into the book and saying goodbye, which is going to be really hard. Uh, but I will be there, and I will be there, and I'm pretty sure everybody else that knew Chris will be there too. This, you know, like I said, it took a lot out of me, and it made me postpone doing what I'm doing, and because get over the, I want to get over the initial shock that will come on the 15th of January before I get back into the swing of things, which is uploading more videos and doing my live chat every podcast chat every Tuesday. I want to get, you know, uh, back in the swing of things. And it's not, it's going to have, I have to wait till after at least Saturday and a couple of days or a few days after that. So, what is this for the future of the channel? And I know, when I told Chris I was going to start a YouTube channel, and everything else, he told me, "You are crazy. Who's going to be watching, you?" And then all of a sudden I told him, and he's like, "Wow, that's just amazing," you know, and, you know, uh, but it's a thing that it makes me happy. And he's whatever makes you happy, Mikey, do what you have to do. And so I'm doing it. So with that in mind, the future channel goes like this. We did a Tuesday Night Live today to explain the situation and what's going on in my life and the loss that I had of a good friend. Um, like I said, the burial or the celebration of life will be on the 15th of January at Redeemed Outreach Center. You can go ahead and just click on, if you go to Facebook and look under Redeemed Outreach Center, you can find their webpage on Facebook, and you have all the information there on Facebook as far as the time of service, but it'll be at 11 o'clock at 34 on West Thomas on Saturday the 15th. If you know Chris, highly invited to come if you know Chris, and just come and celebrate his life, as we're all going to celebrate his life there too. So, um, so we got that taken care of this week. So next week, next Tuesday, I am going to postpone Tuesday Night Live next Tuesday. I am going to need the weekend and then a couple of days to get back into the swing of things again. This will give me time to edit the Las Vegas video trip, and I'll be posting it during my downtime. And I'll be posting other things coming up too on your book. But I guarantee you that. So next week's Tuesday Night Live will be canceled. I will not be on live next Tuesday. Okay, but the following Tuesday I will be back live, and I will give you an update of how things went, how I feel, and furthermore, we got going on. We got a birthday celebration next month. I'm still gonna celebrate his life, his birthday next month with mine. So no matter what I do, I'm going to include him in it. I'm going to keep that promise that I have, for him. That what we're going to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do it that way. And we got a birthday coming up, two birthdays with me and him. And like I said, I'm just going to continue the wish that he wanted and celebrate his life, and then celebrate what he's got going on. So Anyways, so enjoying the life of Christopher was an amazing experience, and amazing experience that I would never ever ever forget, Chris. And I hope if you knew Chris, you knew the smile, the laughter, and everything that you had. You all knew what I'm talking about. Man would drop anything in his book, anything that he'd be dropping, and just to go help you out. So just to help you, he would do anything, and that's just the way Chris was. So he's gonna be sorely missed, but I guarantee you, his memory will live on with the pictures and everything, and he'll live on in our memories and in our hearts and what we got planned. So I lost a friend who loved to go to the movies, who loved to go out and eat, who did things, we did things together. And I have to admit that he was the one that got me on the road to Starbucks, you know. So I'm going to miss my Starbucks buddy, but he'll always be with me when I go to a Starbucks and order a coffee. He'll be with me in spirit. He touched a lot of lives, made a lot of people happy when they're sad. But one thing Chris did was always speak the truth. And man, he told you. Trust me. I mean, he did have a he. Oh, let me tell you, when he wanted to set you straight, boy, he set you straight. And that's the thing about Chris, though. But he did it with love. He did it with love. He only did it with love. And that's something that was just special about him, was doing it with love. And I'm happy that we were able to be friends and brothers and best friends, and for him changing my life for the better in doing what I'm doing. And this year's season 2 in 2022, It's My Life with Mikey. This year, this whole season is going to be dedicated to a young man with the biggest heart in the world, and that's Christopher Ramirez. So, this season, the whole entire season, is going to be dedicated to him, and I'm going to do it in his name. It's dedicated to him. He put a lot of faith in me and what I do, and I really appreciate that. And because of him, I am what I am, or what I am, what I do today. So, with that in mind, uh, we got a lot of things coming up in this channel, and I just can't wait for summer to hit, and it gets a lot harder. So when it gets a little warmer outside, I can't wait to get warm. We got a lot of things that we're going to be doing, a lot more adventures that we're going to be taking, and everything else. A lot of movies to go watch, a lot of movies to go see, a lot of great experiences that we're going to experience, and I just can't wait to everybody to see the experience that's coming. So, anyways, so that is the most tragic thing that happened to me, off of this new year. And, I mean, the way you start the new year is the way you start the new year. So hopefully by the end of 2022 and 2023 rolls around, maybe it'll be a lot different. But, so, I just want to say thank you for all the viewing and all the viewers that viewed this and viewed all the channels and everything else. And, I appreciate, all the support and everything else. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking a few days off, so I can get ready for this celebration of life on Saturday. And then a few days off afterwards so I can recuperate and get my mind and everything focused once again. And then I'll be back not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I'll be back Tuesday Night Live in 2 weeks, and I will give you an update of what's going on and what our next adventure is. You know, you're going to be seeing me doing a lot more cooking in the kitchen. So I'll be doing a lot more cooking in the kitchen, making some of my special recipes and some of the recipes that I've seen and are doing, and so I'll be doing a lot more of those and everything else. So, but until then, I want to wish everybody once again hope you had a very happy New Year, and thank you for being, you know, thank you for being part of my life. I really appreciate everything. And, I just want to say just thank you for that. And I think I'm going to, well, before I end the show, because it's about 50 minutes and it's about what I wanted to do, I just want to say thank you for tuning in today. I know it was sorry it was for sudden notice, but there are just things I had to talk about and get off my chest. And I wanted you guys to understand that you are part of my life when you watch the show. So you need to know what's going on. But thank you to all who washed their cars and supported this weekend Saturday for Christian marriage. Thank you for being part of his life. Don't forget, if you know Christian marriage, this Saturday, January 15th, 11 o'clock, 3401 West Thomas, 3401 West Thomas Redeemed Outreach Center Church. The celebration of life will be there for Chris. I hope to see you all there, and just enjoy life. And pretty much, thank you for thank you for being part of my life, and thank you guys for letting me part of yours in this live stream. But before I go, I want to do this. So, I want to do this one more time before we end the show. I want to say this. All right. Thank you for being a friend. Christian Maris, I love you. Rest in peace, my brother. We miss you. And don't know, but maybe I'll see you soon. Until then, God rest in peace. Watch over us, take care of us. You made it, brother. You made it. You beat us. And you're always first, my buddy. Amen. God bless you. Love you, Chris. See you every Saturday at the celebration of life. You would see the biggest gift would be free, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend. See you guys later. Peace. You are now rocking with the one and only DJ Trax.